Previously on Final Fantasy XVI. Can we kill her now? Okay, we can burn her a little bit. Burn her alive?
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come.
No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Unless you plan to torture her, no.
Take my hand.
Can we, like, drop her off in the Orc mainland so she can be, like, ripped and teared by them? Oh, come on, that's too quick. She wouldn't even feel it for an instant. What if she gets, like, half crushed and then she's forced to basically lay there until she basically dehydrates 3 days later? Someone like her would be well fed. It'll take about 2.5 to 3 days for her to dehydrate to death. And I don't know if she'll have much exposure to the elements.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Really? Someone like you that is so obsessed with self-preservation thinks they can slit their own throats? Come on, do it! Do it! Come on! Come on! Wow, that thing would have had to been razor sharp with how little thoughts she put behind it. Really? So she's like holding it here, over here, right? But the jugular's over here. And she's like, slit, I'm dead. That thing must have had to be razor sharp. Like, razor sharp to cut from this side to here in like, ding. We're talking razor sharp. We're talking if I dropped it, it'd go through my foot and into the floor. Maybe it was a magic blade. Maybe a wizard did it. Come on, you're a phoenix. Revive her so we can kill her again. Alright, 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 alright. That is a fun warm-up after yesterday, which I think is kind of pretty good. It's pretty good. The side missions give us very good content. Much harder content than the main story. But that aside, we are back. 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 We're gonna aid Dali Mill, and then probably get more story, and then probably get more side missions, because we're only about 65% in. But apparently that dragon fight we did was the second hardest fight in the game. So, I mean, bittersweet, because that just means there's one more fight in the game that's more difficult than that one. That kind of makes me sad. It kind of makes me sad, because you expect Final Fantasy to give you the final boss, which is just ridiculously good. You know, from a very limited experience, but, you know, the final boss of Final Fantasy is supposed to be ridiculously strong, and even if you beat them as soon as you reach them, it is supposed to be like crawling through broken glass and hot coals and nails. It's supposed to be painful, you know? So I certainly hope that it is. Certainly. Okay, we're back. And there's some... Is that sword bent?
Beasts they are. Aye.
Oh, no, it's not.
The scum of the twins.
Okay, it wasn't bent. You open the dam right now? Nice.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Hmm?
Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
And food and money?
Say to me. What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own.
Ah.
I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
Ooh.
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Okay. You'll be in and out. All good, all good. It's an open door
Suppose we just
policy.
follow the shouting.
Come and go as you please. Jill would very much like some shouting and screaming. Oh, this guy's not having fun.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Okay, F you. Ah, a domestic dispute.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
I like how all the women just check out Clive.
Victor. What's he doing here?
I mean, that was passionate, but it wasn't destructive.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, do we go and kill some bandits now?
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Pikes.
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is.
I like how Jill is like, if this is how the kids are going to be raised, I'll be the one in charge.
But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
Wait, so all the people are going to pick up arms? Why don't I just Phoenix flame them?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Oh, no.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Oh, God. She's already answering for him. Your ass is Jill's, mate. She's already answering on your behalf. Your ass is hers, mate.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me? I don't know about that.
The city guard would be hated by the people because they would be the enforcers of the law, and no one likes that.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
The what now?
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings?
She says he's a boy because she hasn't made him into a man yet.
That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Just notice how Clive reacted when she said boys left.
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Why is it getting dark? Oh yeah. The sky.
Next thing you know, Natalie'd be offering the bandits bed and board.
Oh god. Pretty sure that wasn't directed at Clive. I don't know. It could have been. Red Wings. Boys.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
Pickaxes are a little too difficult to swing and land, and then the
It may still be
range.
possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but
Ah, here he is now.
Uh-oh.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Yes.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Yes.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything.
Isn't the whole point of manipulation about leading them to the conclusion rather than giving the conclusion to them?
If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Yeah. Too obvious.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Oh, how Jill would love to go to the bathhouse.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
There's truly no chance for us to restock our supplies.
What little I can to defend what little we have.
That's it then.
But I would not see any.
We shall have to do this the hard way.
We need a plan.
Mummy, I'm scared. What if the bad men come back?
It's all right. We're all right now.
Dark.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
They're on their way.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak.
Perfect.
All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Why not? Easy pickings.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Oh, how dramatic. Let's see if they last more than 2 attacks. Sorry, I'm supposed to take out who now? These guys?
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
villagers to pick up the leftovers.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Yes. Well, come on, bandit. Ooh, the Sultan! Well, that lasted.
To me, boy.
Very well.
I'm completely ignoring the mechanics at this point. We're 7 levels higher than him. How? Oh boy. Killing that dragon maybe pushed us over the edge.
The townspeople.
Hey Angel, how's it
They
going?
held out.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Does this game have a big campaign or is it replayability? Well, I haven't finished it, but from what I hear, they intend you to play the second playthrough because you can play it on a higher difficulty, which apparently makes it worthwhile. But the story overall, very good. Is a side mission sort of thing of the main story, but so far so good.
Natalie,
World building.
I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
New enemies? Oh, like ones we didn't see yet? Or just higher end enemies in more areas?
Change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Well, they gotta get married.
Now, Victor, why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It just means he's an honest soul. You know there's new weapons and gear? Nice. Because we'll probably hit level 50 by the end of it. And there's no levels after that. So if there weren't new weapons and gear, we'd be stuck on the same stats. But New Game Plus is rare for a Final Fantasy game.
Have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
In a desert full of ne'er-do-wells, a woman has to learn to look after herself.
Yep, these two are gonna get married. Well, that's one way to unite the clans.
Now, if I could only convince the people of Costness to work together.
Oh, level cap gets raised in Final Fantasy mode. The cap goes to 100. Okay, well, to answer your question, yes, there is replay value. It doubles the level cap. There's new items, new gears, new enemies. They do more damage. Yes, it does have replay value.
Dalimil will forever be in your debt.
Alright, now that we've done these, there should be a more critical main mission. Which should be good, because we did do all the side missions available at this point, including the challenge boss. So we should be good.
I'd be happy to tell Otto everything that happened. But I know he appreciates it when you spare him the time.
Aw, that is adorable.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Lil Muggle.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Here we go, another reward. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me. No risk, no reward orchestra. Alright, let's go listen to the music.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
So Angel, how did your stream go? I know that you were playing with a lot of viewers and other streamers. By the way, remember that Twitch event I told you guys about? I met Angel there. She's one of the Twitch streamers from Oz.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
Alright, let's listen to the music. Not Twilight, where is it? Sand and Stone, a rose is a rose, no risk or no reward. Oh, it's this one. Well, it's just the battle theme. Yeah. I like this one, actually. Oh, this one just makes it feel like home. This is Sid's theme. Let's keep this one. Makes it feel like home. Is there any weapon upgrade we can do now that we killed the giant dragon?
So what do I owe the honor?
Come on, more weapons. Oh!
That it?
No weapons.
Fine.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into...
You're scared? Why are you scared, Angel? Why are you scared?
Will we see the sun again?
Alright. Story time.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention.
What? Something's
How
gonna
has
go
it
wrong?
Always managed to arrive at just the right moment.
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on.
Oof.
So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Oh, reunion time.
Thank you, Otto.
Reunion time. Well, this will be interesting.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since.
Where is your companion?
Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Maybe you're just his type.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
And then we have...
But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Do you see the irony of this? Annabella abandoned Clive and treated him like crap because she deemed him unworthy because he didn't contain the Phoenix. Yet he contains something entirely different, which is actually more powerful than the Phoenix. So Annabella not only failed on that front, but she failed on every other front. Like, she screwed everything up from the beginning. She actually had 2 kids that were dominants, not 1. And in the end, she had none. Nice work.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess,
I'm pretty sure he did try to claim you that one time, but you resisted, and then your brother absorbed him. And yes, like you said, Annabella had Ifrit, Phoenix, Shiva, and Fenrir in her household. Ironically speaking, she effectively had 4 icons. Nice work, Annabella. Had you done nothing, you would have been much better off.
I'd say the 2 of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Oh, shit.
Clive!
And it's dark, too.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Yeah, the darker it is, the worse off you are. And that was pretty dark. That was like almost black. It's very bad. That's internal organs.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Huh?
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
And she'll have to look after the both of them. You know what the beautiful part is? Ultima's ability, well, his power is still leaking out of Joshua, so he's able to manipulate other people. I mean, not as much as he could otherwise, but...
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
And now we have all these side missions.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Have no idea. By the way, Kuma, I recommend starting the main quest real fast, like the first 10 seconds before doing side quests. Well, I want to pick up the side quests first, because I don't want to be locked behind them. Probably something's gonna happen before I do it, but like, yeah. Okay. Oh, another one! Oh! The pack! A team of curse breakers traveling through Tabor and the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village, who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake. Despite the fine luster of animal pelts, too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. It's Mark C. Oh, come on. C. C. This late into the game? C. Why not A? Give me a Cerberus. Surely there's like a Cerberus somewhere running around.
Seems the hideaway is
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Eh?
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
So, the world is coming to an end, the sky is bleeding, my brother is dying, villagers are getting slaughtered, and you want help to outdo a cook.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit?
Dragon?
Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
I certainly hope that the Sky Liver is an actual dragon and not something else. Alright, now the quest.
What am I gonna do?
Okay, what happened now?
Is everything alright, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's alright. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Okay, I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Jill will remember that.
Thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
These are giving us a lot of reputation for virtually very little effort. It seems a bit ridiculous. Alright, let's go read the mail. Alright, what do we have here? Humble request. Master Clive, for this sudden and upward gesture, circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. In a fee, I am wholly unable to perform this to his valued expectations, namely due to a marked lack of material aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. Manservant, I hope it is not what I think it is. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, this is not helping the situation, I am surely ill-equipped. I need to get my mind out of the gutter. If it please you, my lord, prit thee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
That just sounds so
Why would
wrong.
he be at Martha's Rest?
Everything he said about back alleys and being poorly equipped and... Oh boy. Well, we have a few letters. Might as well read them. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the Rest's walls when not cleaning out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given the Horde but your firm, gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. The flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic. I really suck at pronouncing that. And us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the Horde now but both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Wade. Aww. Word from Northreach. You have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippi has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain open, as do the Vale's doors. Dramatis personae. Oh my god, man. The Guard and League have put aside the differences for the time being, allowing us all to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard. Hazard? Is that hazard? We have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, may I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? So you're saying Clive gets it free from the Vale? I am pretty sure she would be willing to pay him for his time. She would be willing to pay him for his time. Have you seen the way she looks at him? Alright, so we're gonna have to start a little bit of the quest anyway to do anything. But it's fine. We'll just talk to everyone and then they'll probably give us a fetch quest. Jill will remember this.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
Ooh. You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Ooh, she's insulted.
Good day.
Karen will remember that.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up while you...
Karen will remember that. Ooh, last elixir, what's this? Upon KO, automatically restore all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases your attack power by 10% and defense by 30% for 6 seconds. This would have come in handy against the bloody dragon! Could have killed it the first time. We got it below 50% like twice.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
F my life. Now you sound like our other mutual friend. Okay, I'm sorry. For context, at the end of yesterday's stream, we unlocked a hunt board quest, which is effectively like a wanted board. You kill it, you get paid. And on the board was a level 50 dragon. We're level 40. Level 50 is the highest level in the game, right? And we go to kill said dragon. But if the said dragon hits you twice, you're basically dead. So if you get hit once, you're basically on like 20% health. And it attacks in rapid succession. So we died a bunch of times. That last elixir would have been amazing in that situation. Whatever, we did it the hard way. Or should I say the slub way. Knowing you would have still saved it. You want to know the funny thing was? We did have a potion that heals you up 100%, but I kept using them accidentally like an idiot. So I'm not allowed to have them in my inventory.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded. And that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth. Along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not.
Let's kill him.
But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Let's kill him.
I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Hey, in business, your reputation is everything. It's the most valuable thing you have. Clive doesn't know how to say no to people. Remember that time he met Sid and he tried to say no? Now he is Sid. Look how that turned out.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Oh, no. Do you VTube as well? No, I don't have a VTube setup. I don't. But could you imagine me as a fluffy grey white bear with like the little ninja thing with the thing? I can imagine it already.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
So you're gonna send them to the salt mines? Then why is it in your dags? Good question. I think I put it a while ago and forgot.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact.
Everything is your
Young man
favorite.
did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
He's a foodie. He's a foodie.
Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern.
Ah!
Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers.
See?
Very Sandbricois.
We were close.
One would have thought.
The disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
How about you would have bet its
Saint's
tongue?
bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the North Reach coast.
Oh.
I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other.
Ooh.
To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive.
He's a foodie.
Do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Everyone here is a foodie. Jill is a foodie. Hippocrates is a foodie. Everyone's a foodie. You gotta love food, right? I mean, you gotta eat several times a day anyway.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
Alright, let's interrogate the children. The things we do for this place. So human. I mean, if we wanted to teach the children about weight, all you had to do was get some dumbbells. This is 2 kilograms. This is 5 kilograms. As you can see, it is heavier than 2 kilograms. Lesson done. It doesn't take much.
What we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You broke it!
That's right. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
You broke it! To the salt mines with you.
Sid!
You have your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Oh, he's pulling an Uncle Iroh. You know, not about kilograms, you only operate in pounds. I believe 2.1 pounds is 1 kilogram.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
He's parenting.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to wear boots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
Different type of
That's right.
dungeon.
They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
See ya, Benjamin. Be good, buddy.
Now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
If you look at the minimap, her place is called Mid's
Obviously
Dungeon.
you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Miradole's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
You're right. If Jill saw this, she would be so over Clive.
Look, we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Did he forget about it, or did he leave it on purpose? Then where's the cogwheel from if it's not actually used? Where does it actually go then?
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Mid's Dungeon. Oh boy. Alright, so that's done. Let's see this girl who does the shipping. Who's she daydreaming about today?
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another.
Who?
Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
Dion! Oh my god! No loyalty. He's in a coma. That's just creepy. Anyone else getting End of Evangelion vibes? You know what really F's me? When I watched End of Evangelion, I didn't understand what was happening. But now looking back at it, what the F was wrong with you, Shinji? What the literal F? Seriously, what the F? Also, he has a boyfriend, which he would tell you if he was awake.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
To the salt
Please,
mines.
There's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs.
Oh, Angel, you're raiding.
Her footsteps.
Wait, you were streaming?
And her father's.
While you were with us?
Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
So you use voice meter so you can hear things the stream can't. I should probably learn to use that. Thank you. And thank you all the raiders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good stream. Were you all still playing that game online? What was it called again? I forgot the name. I am bad with names. Alright, now that that's done, we can actually do the story part. Okay, this was sweet. Clive being all maternal and parental. My god. Alright, quick little save. You can also otherwise get a virtual cable. Stream Raiders, that was the one. You can. PvP's still on tomorrow, so doing the same. Nice. So you're not going to that event that you said you might be going to? Alright, here we go. Story time. At least this should be like story time. This just looks like the middle of Australia. Red, barren. Where's Torgal? There he is! Cloak and dagger. Uh-oh.
It's like a dream. The 4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I kind of feel that this is unfair. We are OP by ourselves, and now we have a full party of 4 icons. That is not fair. Can you believe that most people have not patted Torgal 5 times? If you pat him 5 times, you get an achievement. Most people have not patted him 5 times. Can you believe that? People have not patted Torgal 5 times. There is something wrong with the world. Okay, you're gonna have dinner? Enjoy. Thanks for dropping by. And thank you for the raid. Oh, what was that? Oh, we were already here before. Oh, right. To be fair now, it's between 50 to 60% 1 month later. The fact that it's anywhere near 50% is just shocking. I patted him as soon as I was allowed to pat him. I don't trust people that don't like animals. I think we weren't able to walk this way last time. We were underneath.
Assuming they would allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
Yes, they do. I think it's more correct to say that they did have a will of their own. Ooh, lightsabers. Night Angel. Oh, I got hit. Well, that was easy enough. I'm going for the item. Wait, you basically need to do this before you can start any side mission. But we're already in the vicinity where one of the side missions is. Bad Blood. If we follow this road, we'll go to Bad Blood anyway. And we'll end up discovering this path, and then we can do these ones. So it's kind of all connected. Hello, Guardian. Wow, that missed.
I'm hurt, Torgal. Nice try. Help me, boy. I'm hurt, Torgal. Help me, boy. Too slow. Too slow. To me, boy. There's a good boy. Help me, boy. Too slow.
So what was he actually guarding? Nothing, apparently. And apparently I'm in combat with all these guys. Which I didn't even aggro.
I'm hurt, Torgal. To me, boy. Help me, boy. To me, boy. I'm hurt, Torgal. To me, boy.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong,
I glitched.
loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
It seems we glitched. Oh, no, they're back. It just glitched momentarily.
Come on.
Okay, so we just go straight.
Faster. Time to fight.
We're close to where the quest is. A traveling merchant.
You deserve a rest.
It happened to you two in this area? Ah, Flames of Rebirth. Yeah, because it's an AoE area of effect.
I do. Where are you off to now then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons.
Ready, go?
Exactly.
Run like the wind.
Okay, that wasn't important. Oh, what happened here? Well, that ain't good.
You're injured.
No shit.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'm gonna be that guy. Can't Joshua actually heal people? Anyway.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Joshua can heal using the Phoenix Flames, but it may take a toll on him. True, and he's probably healing himself
You said the
passively.
encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
He's probably healing himself passively just to keep Ultima in. But he's losing that battle.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Banger!
I got here in time.
Not using Bahamut? Nope! Nope. We swapped it out last stream. For multiple reasons.
Now! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Akashic. I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce that. So this is where they were sleeping and they all turned. Ugh, that ain't good.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
I wouldn't even take it at this point. Poor guy. What exactly did he give me? I thought those were reputation points, but he didn't give me any money or anything else. I didn't know reputation points were a currency.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Oh no.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
Sorry, we did what?
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I kind of feel like he's gonna end up at our camp.
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
I mean, everyone knows Sid is alive. So it's nothing new. He just hasn't decided to avenge him yet, but he may decide to avenge him now. I don't know. I'm just not interested in killing injured soldiers. Though technically it might be safer to kill him, I don't think I'm gonna do it out of spite. Let's hope we don't regret that decision. Imagine that affects the ending and he shows up out of nowhere to kill Jill or Clive or Joshua. He just comes out of nowhere and we get the bad ending. Why did we get the bad ending? Remember that one guy you spared? Oh no. Oh yeah!
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Chocobo, chocobo.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Chocobo, chocobo. Where's the instant transmission thing?
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Without being a spoil sport, I haven't actually seen Joshua use his abilities.
This isn't at all foreboding.
Yeah, huh? Given I haven't seen his abilities, I may do a side quest. I want to see him in action. And we'll only ever see the Phoenix in action if we actually do side content. But we have played as him, so we kind of know what he can do. But then at the same time, he might have something new. Like using his sword. And it's not like...
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
It's not like this will take a hot minute.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Is it this guy again?
Could be I know something more.
Poor hungry dog.
Worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and a chocobo feather.
Poor dog.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake.
It sounds like a
now,
trap.
If that's all, I have places to be.
This sounds like a trap to lure someone out. Why else would you use someone else's name?
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
I mean, she is old enough.
Unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
They're basically using her reputation to sell product.
You too, Goots.
Because she has a reputation for selling good arms. So by using that reputation, everyone assumes that it's good arms, even though it might not necessarily be so. Clive, I have the power of God and anime on my side.
You fought very bravely. We would have been lost without you.
Knowing that you would have all been there to pick us up if we fell gave us more than the courage we needed.
Oh, you boys. Nowadays, that would be called toxic. Chocobo, chocobo.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Where's the Viper's Nest? Feels like a trap.
Just you, is it?
Told ya.
Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Really?
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Ooh, so he uses fire on his sword. Ooh! I can do that too.
Thanks, boy.
So their whole thing was about stealing people's weapons. This party's full of sword wielders. We need a lance user and axe user. I really want to see Dion fight in person. I've seen him in Bahamut mode, but I want to see him fight in person. Because he better be more impressive than the Dragoons.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
Ooh.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head.
Who?
He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Oh, so he spares this one.
Fucking coward!
Oh, don't demonetize me, you bastard!
Right now.
Great, so now I get demonetized because of this guy, and I've been a good boy all stream. This isn't even fair.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
What did she actually do?
Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
What are you doing here?
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! everything that happened. It was all your fault.
You need a bigger knife.
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me.
Watch, he's gonna kick his butt. Oh, I don't get to see it.
Gooch, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Well, you done effed up now. But you shouldn't use a knife, you should kind of use a spoon.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
She'll take the other
What
one.
if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Damn, she would have been a babe back in the day.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Hey, she's in a profession where people die young. You gotta respect that. You think the old lady doesn't have a few tricks up her sleeve? Jesus. Take the other. Take an arm. I'm pretty sure she was referring to something else. She's probably keeping a collection.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aww.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being.
Aww.
Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots.
That's so cute.
And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
She's so sweet.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
This is so sweet.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Aww.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Aww. That is so sweet! You know, it makes me kind of worried what would happen if you don't do these missions. Like, if you didn't follow through on this, Goats could have ended up dead. Which means Karen would have gone to bail out Goats and she could have potentially ended up dead. So it's one of those things. I'm going to be really curious to find out what happens at the end of the game once I see the ending. Continental Cancer. According to Karen, a cancer packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect the home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations. Oh! You know what's funny? They thought that the plague was actually brought on by witches, because the people whose houses didn't have any plagues had cats. But what they didn't realize was that the cats were warding off the mice and the rats, which was spreading the plague. So it wasn't witches, but rather cats that were keeping away the spreaders. But of course, people didn't know that at the time, so you know how that went. That is sweet. That was nice. All right, quick little break, and then we'll do some more. Quick little break. They keep talking about thunder and storms and all that stuff. Let's see if we can get a... song. Let's get a song. Yeah. 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 No, not that one. Not that one. Yeah, no, that one. No, not that one. No, that one. No, that one. Oh my god, they don't actually have it in this album. Are you joking? And here I am just trying to get some good... Here I am just trying to get some good music. Alright, quick little break. Alright, we have to cut the song somewhere. Otherwise we'll be listening to it all day. But hey, it's a good song. Alright, let's continue. Where was the next step? Obtain some bonnet on the North Reach coast, and then Martha's Rest. It should be simple enough. I don't know how improving the food here is going to be a good thing, but like, whatever. In for a penny, in for a pound, am I right?
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
The guards are back.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago, and now you'd have us believe they're just gone.
I would. And I'd thank you to trust us. Unless you fancy picking up a sword yourself.
It's just like, you do the job. Alright.
Can't you forge anything harder? Those beasts have skin like iron.
I might have been able to before the crystal cracked, but since then, the furnace has been about as much use as my branded.
Good. Stop using these people so they can stop dying.
I left everything in the capital. What am I to do? Where am I to go?
You don't have to go anywhere. The Dame will see you taken care of.
So, basically, she's becoming an OF model?
As long as you remain, the Veil will see to your needs.
You heard the Herald. The Emperor's dead and the Empire along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
Captain said it was you who slew the, whatever they were. And for that, you have our thanks. Now that we know how to fight them, I hazard we'll fare a little better the next time they attack.
These look like the yellow flowers.
Come on.
Alright, let's go to the tower and fight Sir...
But you said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Sir
Blue
Arthur.
dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
That looks like a dragon. That's a Wyron. mean, we should have just killed that one, but anyway. There's the flowers.
Now that is heady. This must be the Drake's mint. That just leaves the Skyworm.
There's the Drake. I apologize, but you look delicious.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
To me, boy. All yours,
What do you think dragon would taste like? Wagyu beef? I would say something similar to crocodile. Given that it flies, I would think that it would be quite lean. So, I don't think its flesh would be very fatty. Wagyu is very fatty because it doesn't move around a lot and it's grass-fed. Particularly really high-grade Wagyu, they don't actually move. Like the highest grade of Wagyu, the cows don't actually move. That's how you get all the fat. It's actually really cruel because they do live exporting. So they actually have Wagyu cows here in Australia, but they're owned by the like manufacturer, well, not manufacturer, but like the butcher in Japan. And they actually move the cow alive on ships. And it's really uncomfortable for them. We unfortunately do live meat exporting, which is horrible, particularly for meat that we export to other countries. And a lot of other countries want it fresh, so they want to kill it themselves. So we're moving these animals on ships, which is really uncomfortable for them and a horrible experience, so they can basically go to a slaughterhouse overseas. I'm not a big fan of that.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
But if you want some delicious meat, if you get grass-fed beef, Wagyu beef from Tasmania, where we have really, really green fields away from pollution and everything, it's just absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Really, you can make really good burgers out of it. New Zealand has good meat too. What does crocodile taste like? I would say similar to chicken. Similar to chicken, actually.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Dragon.
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
I did so much cooking today. Hutchin made a joke about me being in the kitchen half the day. Hey! That just looks like...
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so.
Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
That actually looks like something we get nowadays. Just like fried chicken and big lettuce. Wrap it up in the lettuce and eat it. Oh, he's dying. Too spicy? Did we kill someone? Oh, no.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this?
We just killed someone.
The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
What is this?
It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
What?
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
What?
Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
We're just gonna hunt them to extinction. This is just ridiculous. I love his description. He should have just said it was orgasmic. Oh boy. Alright. Next one should be a little bit more entertaining. Tiki, calm down. He's a good guard dog, but my god.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
I hate that.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a
So who am I actually talking to?
pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Join Rutherford at Martha's. So is he upstairs? Ah, there he is.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety. My associate in Dhalmekia would have had to pass through the Republic's checkpoints to gain entry to the capital. Perhaps someone in Dalimil or Tabor would have seen him.
Lucky for us, we are going in that exact area. See, it was good that we actually picked this up and did this section now. We're gonna get 2 birds with 1 stone, it seems. There's the first checkpoint, I guess.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here has seen something.
Mummy.
I would hope they...
Gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
You wouldn't happen to know if the pieces that were stolen from my store were recovered, would you? They were irreplaceable.
I like the music. So calm.
Let's go.
I like how she's literally everywhere. I'd like to believe that Ambrosia is secretly following us the entire time, and she's part of the party.
Trouble.
Is that our boy? Uh-oh.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh, wow. Look at him go! I mean, if we had the Bahamut charge at this point, we could just charge it up, but the block is just good.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps 2, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Wow.
And it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
It's basically the fall of the Soviet Union.
Not at all. No. To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
That's what happens when the power structure crumbles. Chaos. Absolute and utter chaos.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Lucky for us, they're so close. Oh, maybe they just mean like get on the road. Come on, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Wow, that was quick.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Is this the right place? I have just entered an establishment.
It was only a short while ago that I was assaulted. If you hurry south.
Oh, he's gonna enter the Vale and be like, Clive sent me.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Nice try.
Garuda is just OP. Garuda is just OP. It's just next level. You can't take it out of your repertoire. It's just too good.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
So, if I hadn't come here, these two people would have died. Huh.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
My god, I travel far. If we didn't have instant transmission. Alright, we saved the two guys. We brought peace to the Middle East.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Okay, that's done. Smooth like butter. Ooh, what's this? Reduced flare breath. Nah, we don't even use that.
I will see that your Lord Uncle is made aware of the situation in both Dhalmekia and
Sandberg. Alright. Now we do the actual story. My god, I'm a sucker for side quests. But they seem to be getting more and more important. Let's see what we can buy here.
Are you buying or selling?
Wow, I'm not even using any of these. On the soldiers, on the shoulders of giants. Yeah.
Go safely.
I'm gonna save my money just in case I really need it. These are big doors. What a gentleman. Where's Joshua? Yeah, she's gonna pull a knife on us. Watch. Ooh, impressive. Careful, Jill's right there.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Oh! Meanwhile... Ah!
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Here come the orcs. Or not.
Distinguished members of the council. You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Well...
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Did you not hear the screaming 2 seconds prior to them entering the chamber?
Enough.
Oh, F off.
Pathetic. creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
But Jill is with us, so who are you talking
See that he is
about?
made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
They're really going with like the Final Fantasy style blades, aren't they? I expected more of a traditional blade, but it is what it is. It is magical. It's a blade of Odin. But Odin did use a spear, so it's a bit interesting.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
You.
The tapestry. Show them.
It could be Mid. This is true. Sid's daughter. Ah yes, back to candles since all the crystals stopped working. Let me guess, an ancient prophecy. Oh, we've seen this once or twice.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima.
So that's why he needs your vessel.
He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all.
To be a vessel.
And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, they don't.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
The lake?
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards.
Ah, the lake.
Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Wait till she discovers Dion.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Jill is like, one less girl around is good for me. Joshua gave his bodyguard a kiss before Clive gave Jill a kiss, just saying. But it was on the forehead.
Let's find our friends.
So he needs Clive so he can get the dominant Ifrit, which is capable of absorbing and joining with other dominants. Meaning that he possibly plans to join with all the dominants using Ifrit and become a destroyer god.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You like girls, guys, or both?
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is both? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
I mean, we're going in that direction anyway. And we need the rep points to unlock stuff. So we're gonna go in that direction anyway. Ah, skin trade's here. Wait, are we actually able to open this gate? We should probably open this gate.
A fortune in skin and scale awaits any man with the will to claim it for his own. Leave Tabor by that path and venture west. The ancient beast roams the fields of Korava.
Hmm? Who are you? What if I went through the other gate?
Cyril. How fares the search?
We almost killed Ezio.
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not enough.
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Oh, really?
I see.
With that get-up. Nice
You have your
reference.
associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours.
Assassins, eh?
That won't be a problem. Will it?
Or Assassin, as they were known back in the day, before they were wiped
is
out.
Our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Bloody assassins!
Pray accept this token.
Is it another pin? Oh my god!
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves to you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
We got another pin. We met the assassins.
It's a Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
Yes, we will talk about this later.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
But they work in the shadows, huh? Beautiful, beautiful. So apparently I gotta get up there to accept the next quest. Here are the stairs.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Pack it yourself then.
You there! The strapping lad with the sword. Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach.
Fine, we'll climb the stairs.
An old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Sure, I'll climb the stairs.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
Oh, God.
Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Yay, puzzle time. Oh, cheeky.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
Up the stairs we go. Up the ladder, technically.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Alright, what do we have here? Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. How the heck am I supposed to memorize
history would be
this?
complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
Where are you?
Not a scratch on them.
These hides already.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes. I hear Master Cyril drew up a new tonic for her.
There's the second one.
Thank you for the dear leg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me around to try it next time.
Oh, he's trying to get... Yoink. I don't even use them.
That mark. You must be Lord Rosfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too, am a member of the cause, though I spend most of my time hunting. For the good of the village, you understand. The soil is poor here, so the people sup mostly on meat and blood. The hides, meanwhile, they make into leather and then into gill.
Alright, this is number 2. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap their promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Did I miss that one over there? I must have missed this one. How did I miss this one? Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Short-term memory, huh?
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh, I need to save this. Oh, crap, because I get one thing. Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor.
I wish I saved it.
Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyagers, Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all 3.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, 1 for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Yay, our reputation will be known far and wide as Clive the Stair Climber, who has bested Leg Day.
For years, I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
Oh, believe me, Leg Day is terrible for everyone, old timer.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Okay. Let's continue onwards. We might actually be able to unlock the gate now. Chocobo, chocobo.
Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field.
Wow, everyone's in on
Now
it.
that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too.
Wow.
Farewell, my lord.
Who'd have thought it?
Okay. 2 paths? Oh, okay. Can I maybe unlock the gate?
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
I know the way. But what's over here? What is over here? Ooh, this might be what I'm looking for. Oh, we found you. Look how cute they are. Can we keep one as a pet? I'm gonna call you Fluffy.
Remember, you're on my side, Torgal.
Ha!
There's a good boy.
Ooh, he summoned the Phoenix. Look at him go. Well, that's screwed up. Well, I gotta get out of here.
There's a good boy.
To me, Flesh! To me, boy!
Damn these little bastards.
I've heard Torgal.
Okay, so that's one down.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Haha, Toggle. Alright, that's one down, one more to go.
Come on.
Faster!
I'm kind of scared we're going to hit level 50 before we finish the actual game. But then again, level won't be a problem. Given, you know, how well we're doing. Let's just ignore these guys. And let's hope the gate's open, or maybe we need to open the gate. Let's see if the gate's open. If not, we should be able to open it. I hope.
Enough of you, are there?
Alright, now we can actually go through the gate. Ambrosia's just chilling on the other side of the gate, I love it. And our cooldowns should be up for this fight, so we should be fine. God, this piano theme is lovely. We don't have any potions, unfortunately. But we should be okay. Oh, it's a dragon. No, it's not the dragon we're fighting, is it? Oh, it is.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Imagine if we fought the big dragon with Joshua. Wouldn't even be fair, would it? It is just simply not fair having Joshua on the team. He just adds more DPS to it. If we fought the dragon with Joshua, that poor dragon would have been gone. But anyway.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Alright, let's go return it and then jump to the actual story. I mean, these things aren't so far out of the way that we should be skipping them. Particularly since they're going to unlock us better items later.
Here's your hide. As requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
How does he fit it in his pocket?
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
If you said your hide, it would have been funnier. Skin trade. Oh, no, no, no. Really? Just XP? Bloody hide.
This is hide unlike any I've had the pleasure of handling. My clients will pay a fortune for the merest scrap.
Mm-hmm. Alright, onward to the free cities.
This is no time to ride.
I can't chocobo yet.
The free city's under siege.
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. I had the strength to kill.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Sounds like we gotta clear the road for some people. Oh, who is that?
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Legolas, is that you? And now we are playing Lord of the Rings. Imagine if we didn't have ambrosia. Oh, more of them. Come on, everyone in. No, 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 not pull them out the other way. Oh, there's another path. I'm sure we'll circle around eventually.
Good girl.
So we'll take the direct path and eventually we'll curve around and take the other path.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Well, that was the city, eh? Oh no, this feels like a boss fight. And I don't have any potions. And I'm not even on full health. Okay, this is just eerie. Thick black smoke, that's bodies.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
I don't see anyone. Oh! That's just screaming mission. The free cities of Canva. What the heck is this? Did I have to return a quest here or something? Did I miss one? Trading places? Oh, this lady. What do you want?
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Then we'll have to find... Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Uh-huh.
It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
Oh.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
So you want me to make
So
room?
we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Sure. It's worth 50.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all.
So we're gonna create a brand new
Even if I
village.
begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
We're about to create a new city.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
This should be quick, and we're creating a new town which will probably come with its own items. That's cool. And this is the place that we cleared before. Awesome, and now that gate's finally gonna open. Wow, she was one of the people keeping it closed. Well, at least now we've got the gate open. Everything's locked behind something.
Whoa.
Nah, these are not the ones we're looking for.
To fight.
Oh, I can actually jump down? Well, that just happened.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
I just pull them all in. Oh, the Hawks are attacking. Oh wow, I should have left the... Okay. Oh, it's a fried bird. Oh, and it right landed on the flame. Alright, that's done, and now we have a new town.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
You know what the real question is? Can we actually buy this? No, I can't. I can only buy one level. Dang it. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have one heck of an idea. Forget about that one. So, buy this one. Buy this one. Excellent. And then give it square. And give this one. And give it this one. Yeah, I can't power it up. But that's fine. Cool. Now, I am really OP. which will make the next big pile of mobs really fun and easy to clear. This is just going to be broken with the amount of damage we're going to output. We don't have the block, but the amount of damage we have is not even remotely fair.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
She's changing the deal?
I shall. Thank you.
Or is he changing the deal? What if we just steal them? But then again, long term, it would mean we're freeing less people.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
What, did they change the deal? They want more money or something?
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Okay, so now he's gonna give me the quest about what's going on. Well, we're gonna find out what's going on, that's for sure.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Oh, he's not giving me a mission.
This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least.
That's nice. Alright, time to go to the mission. What? What the heck is this? Oh my god, there's another one? And another one. What just happened? Is it because I'm wearing the Phoenix down? Oh
We're
my.
taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
What just happened? For Great Justice Part 2. Oh no, it has begun. Alright, let's take a little break before we do this. This is about to get heavy. Quick little break. Let's save it. This is about to get heavy. Because he's actually going to attack or they're about to be attacked. Alright, let's continue. So this is part 2. If we didn't do part 1, this place would be on fire right now. Alright, let's do it.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Oh, he's going to be the assassin.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Could you imagine saying no?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us. Those who cannot join us in the coming fight are gathered at Gotan's Bales. I would ask that you see them to safety.
Wow. It's actually beginning.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Oh, Joshua actually commentates. He's actually a part of this. He's not just following us. He's actually commentating too. I like that. I wonder what happens if we didn't buy any music scroll. Is it no longer available, or is it going to be available somewhere else? That is the real question.
This is no time to ride.
I can ride, but then like by the time you get the chocobo out, you're kind of like halfway there.
Everyone, Quinten has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinten. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
How are you late?
They've gone with Master Quinten.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
There goes the monetization.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinten to call off the attack.
Ah, crap.
It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
Oh my god, say F one more time, will you?
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinten die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
I like how we promise to do what we can, never that we'll get it done.
The manor's to the east of Lostwing.
Please, Sid, you got to...
I still haven't paid Quinten back for saving my life.
Alright. Where is it? Here? That's likely enough close to where one of the quests was. How much you want to bet it's going to be like a Cerberus or something? We get to try out our new combination. Is it just me or do the beasts here look more powerful than before? Well, here are the chocobos. They didn't want to be heard.
Clive, look.
Oh no.
Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh no.
Be safe.
Did he finish it?
Quinten, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oof. Hmm? Well, hello there.
This must be the guard dog. Quinten. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Oh, damn it.
To me, boy.
This is OP. It's over 50,000! I don't even know what that means. Over 50,000 DPS or something? I mean, clearly we took it out in one burst, but...
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Yep. It was a trap.
Is it over?
It is.
Hmm?
He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quinten.
Master Quinten! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but...
Oh no.
There's more bad news.
The bearers.
It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Black Shields? What about the bearers? Oh no. But lucky all the bearers left. Had they not, everyone would have been turned. So I guess we got lucky?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
They're not!
Don't be a fool!
Damn it!
Damn it.
Shut up, Clive. It's my line.
Quinten's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
My plan's working. And enough time to get Mega Flare 4. A waste, but enough time to get to Mega Flare 4. Okay, that's gonna be handy next time.
I need to find Quinten.
Where is he, the fool? Oh no.
Quinten. Quinten! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
So we just saved whoever's out of the village at the time. Otherwise, they'd all be dead. And not even because of the black shields. The flooding.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinten. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
You got the vineyard.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinten. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinten we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinten will suffice. After all, we are family.
Aww. Wow. So if you did nothing, they would have never planned the revenge plot. So if you didn't help in the revenge plot, he would die. If they didn't have a revenge plot, they'd all die.
I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Ha!
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Wow. Wow. The Hangman signboard, the emblem of the Hangman, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden built around the fallen ruin. As one apt to reveal its secrets as the Hangman and the Manic Tavern Keeper, displayed in the chambers. Wow.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
It's really nice that side characters get actual story arcs.
They are right, you know.
It's really nice. They don't just, put them in limbo. They actually have a story arc. It's really nice. This game does that really well. Cool, let's try this one. Let's see where this goes. These are all really important. My god, the consequences are insane. If you didn't do the first one, everyone's basically dead. If you didn't do the second one, Quinten's gonna die, and so are the bearers. You did the second one, you get somewhat of an ending that's a little bit happy.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bearers to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
So are they gonna come to us, or...?
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Ooh.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
Sounds like fun.
Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
So we're also bringing Eastpool back to life. These missions are nice.
We're back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
We're not only fighting, but we're actually helping rebuild.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
This is going to take a total of 30 seconds.
I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Well, with our 3 ultimates, we are fine. It's just broken how much firepower we have. Hello, gents.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences.
I certainly hope there are more than this. There are more than this, right? Right?
Over here!
What?
That's the end of that then.
Oh. Well, that was a waste of a charge.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
The closer I am to danger, the quicker this thing goes up. Come on.
To me, boy!
I should have probably saved this for the stagger, but okay.
Nice try.
Wow, it's on 100 and it's not moving. That's BS. It was stuck on 100. That's not fair. Yeah, too much firepower. An insane amount of firepower.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
None came?
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
So that thing was living here while the bandits were. How does that work? Well, there's life here again.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
So if we didn't help out here, they'd never get this pack.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
This is nice.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to.
Oh, you probably need to look at the support beams first. Oh my god, another quest! No, rekindling the flames, the ones that end this one. That's nice. So now they have a home.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me.
Nightmare, you say?
It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
See, this is nice. People helping people. That's community. That's a village.
Eastpool's been in ruins for years, so wonder any of it's still standing. But with a bit of lumber, a lick of paint, and a lot of hard work, they'll make a home of it yet.
I'm bloody working on painting the house here and the veranda and fixing that up too. My god, that's a lot of work. Alright, let's see if we unlocked any rewards. We got so many rep points. Surely we unlocked at least one tier. A new missive. Yeah. That's that item.
Did you see that?
Surely we have one or two more rewards. Surely, after all of that. Let's see if there's anything new on the board. I don't think there is, though. I doubt there is. Oh, is there one more? The man in black. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore provided more than a match for the cursed breakers to slay him. Lostwing. We are definitely taking that guy out.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Yeah, so we got this one. We almost have the next one. Talisman of Priming. Enclosed you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. The Chapman. Talisman of Priming.
Come again.
Let's see what this does. Probably increases how much... Let's see, so this one was giving us more magic power. Priming increases Lionheart tunic duration by 30 seconds. Yeah, but I don't even use it. I don't even use it. We've got 3 of these marksman ones, so we can just have 30% extra damage. That's insane. Wind up damage. That's aerial blast. Yeah, we don't use wind up. And Wicked Wheel.
We have more for ya.
Alright, let's do that mission. Let's get him out of the way. He's just unlocked now since we have Eastpool. Not Eastpool, sorry. What was it called? Lostwing. Lostwing is like... Where are you? It's one of the first villages. There it is. Alright, let's take out the knight. Where's he at? Damn, this is eerie. God, this is so different from the first time we were here with Sid. Where's he at? No? He has to be here somewhere. Oh, that's Joshua. Where on earth are you? I hope I don't need a guide to find this guy. He's supposed to be hunting bearers, and I'm like half a bearer. Can I see him from up here somewhere? Where on earth is he? No one's down here. What about in here? My God, man, nowhere to be found. Maybe he's just outside the village. Maybe somewhere here. Am I looking in the wrong spot? Cellar's Passage, maybe. Does anyone know? Yeah, not here, because here's safe. I would think. So maybe he's like on the Cellar's Passage. I'm going to be hunting this guy down now. Alright, let's find the Cellar's Passage then. So let's go this way. We go straight, and then we're going to be on the upper level. Yeah, we got to get upstairs. Could it be this way? Let me just double check really quickly. No, house is empty. So we go upstairs. So this is the cutter gate. Could I take the cellar's passage? Not here? What about this way? Maybe he's like at this gate. Seems unlikely. The black shields were over here a while ago. Found black shields here last time. They were like right here. But it doesn't look like there's anyone here now. Yeah, no, it's just these things. Yeah, no. So not here. So we've only got this passageway and then the cellar's passage. Wow, hunting this guy down is going to be a bit of work. Alright, so I guess cellar's passage I have to take from the downstairs. I think it's through the church. If we can access the church. Can we access the church? Yeah, I think you still have to go up though. Like there's no entrance here, so you still gotta go upstairs and there should be a doorway. There's no doorway here. There's like nothing here, so it must be downstairs. The cellar entrance must be somewhere. Is this the church? Yeah, this is the church. Oh, there was an item there. Hymns of Gregor. Yeah. Gregor can do Gregor. I'm gonna go down. So let's take the cellar passage and see where it leads. It's gonna lead us off to the blocked path that Benedicta blocked and where we had that fight. Alright, let's see if he's here. There he is! Wow, here? The guy's just waiting here? I haven't seen this guy in a while.
Bring out your barrett! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Hold still. You're not leaving. Ready?
Can't see him, that's the problem.
Help me, boy. I'm hurt.
Well, that worked. And we just got another level up. Because we weren't OP enough already.
Your work here is done.
He was a big boy. And he didn't even turn.
When did you get so
He
big?
was literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how he got here. He definitely can't fit those stairs. He definitely could not fit those stairs. Alright, now we've done all the side missions available. Even the ones that were available after the side missions that we did that were available. So now all that we should have left for the foreseeable future is story. I would be shocked if there are additional side missions before we fight Thor. I would be shocked. Let me just take a real quick look at the percentage. What's our percentage? We went from 60-something percent to 66%. I would be shocked if we have more side missions before Thor. You would think Thor would be around 70%, which means Ultima finally comes into play for the final 30-ish%. Wow! That was fun. Guys, we gotta wrap it up for now. We'll continue next week. We'll have more story next week. We did all the side stuff. We did the dragon. We got items. We got rep. We got everything. It was good. We'll continue next weekend. We'll probably end up fighting Thor next weekend. And probably end up doing like an Ultima fight in the weekend after that. So I think we're doing pretty good for pacing. I like that the side characters' story arcs are actually getting a proper ending. It's really nice to see. And so far the game is really good, so I really like it. Tomorrow, Anime Monday, we've got the new episode of Bleach. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, as well as some Naruto Shippuden. And then again on Friday, we'll probably end up watching some South Park, end up watching an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Saturday, Sunday, more Final Fantasy. So I'll see you guys then. I will be on Discord in the meantime, editing videos and uploading. So if you want to chill with me there, I will see you there. Otherwise, I will see you at the next stream. Till next time, Ninja Kuma out. Bye. Too slow, buddy! Too slow!